Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video, and today's message, what we're going to be going over is God is saying that the hate is real, but because you are blessed and because you are divinely favored, He brought you through situations that people wanted you to stay in. He delivered you from these people. You know, you were surrounded around a lot of people, right? And just bear with me, because I tell y'all, when I come on here, I don't come on here too often, but when things do come to me, I write them down so I can come back on here and share to you guys what I saw, right? And see, the thing is, what I saw was a version of myself, not looking up the par, right? And I don't know where I was, but I was somewhere, and, you know, these birds had came to me, right? So these birds were surrounded around me. They were small little birds. And they were talking to me. They were telling me that I needed to go to this specific building at this time for an interview. And I was like, you know, I'm not, mind you, I'm not dressed the part. I got holes in my clothes in this dream. I'm not looking right. I'm not smelling right, nothing. And they kept urging me and pushing me and telling me to go to this position. And then eventually I said, well, what is this position that I'm being interviewed for? And they were saying God is looking to appoint people to be on this specific mission. I said, oh no, I'm not meant for this. I'm not looking right for this. I'm not up for this. And so these birds just kept pushing. Later it was, you know, revealed, obviously these birds were angels. But in the dream, they looked like birds. So I just kept saying, I'm not meant for this. I'm not stepping up and going to that building. And then eventually I said, okay, I'm going to go. And mind you, when I stepped up in the building, I seen these people to the side that some were related to me. Some I did not know who they were. And so when I stepped in this building, I saw all of them just looking at me and laughing. Because mind you, like I said, I wasn't looking right. And so I could hear them say, like, what is she doing here? Like, she ain't about to be picked. All that stuff she was doing, da. And I said, you know what, it's time for me. But the whole time the birds was with me and telling me, no, get here, go. And I got up to the top floor, and it looked like it was like a penthouse level. And mind you, again, these very same people were to the side. They were looking right. They had on their Sunday's best. They were looking right. And I was in this place of telling them, like, I'm about to go, and I don't know what's going to happen to me if I go, but I'm not up for this. This is embarrassing. Why would God want to set me up for embarrassment? Why would God want all these people to see me like this if I'm not looking the part? Why would God want that for me? I'm being laughed at. I'm being talked about. And so the birds was like, wait, just wait. And then I seen this bright light come. I couldn't see it in bodily form. I couldn't see, you know, what it was. I just saw a bright light. It passed right by those people and went straight to me. And when it reached out his hand, there was a washcloth on it. And so it, like, you know how you see like a huge transformation in people, but think more so along the lines of, as soon as he touched a piece of me on my body, like, I literally like instantly transformed. And so he was just wiping me off, wiping all this dirt off of me, right? And he was saying, why you didn't want to come here? Why were my angels and my messengers met with so much resistance from you? And I heard the people screaming at the people on the other side. They were like, because she ain't meant to be here, God. She done all this stuff. She ain't meant to be here. And God immediately like turned to them, right? And God had told them, they were like, he was like, but you're sitting here judging this person, but you looking the part because you look the part, right? You judging this person because you look the part. But when I searched your soul, why is there so much darkness there? Why is there so much envy there? Why is there so much hate there? But you look the part, so you feel like you are worthy. And you feel like you have that position to judge this person and judge someone else. But when I searched your soul, it was everything but. And they were quiet, right? So when he turned back to me, I just started crying. I said, I can't explain to you why I did some of the things I've done in my life. But this is embarrassing. And I really don't think I'm meant for this position. I don't think I'm meant for this part. And God, that's when he told you, say, but who you think sent these birdies to tell you where to come, what time to show up? I did that. Because I see something in you that I don't see in these people that look the part. You may not look the part, but you fit the part. Because when I searched your soul, it was a breath of fresh air. When I searched your soul, it was so much peace there, so much happiness there. It was so much love there, brightness. These people were too busy looking the part and not actually trying to fit the part. They were too busy preaching and teaching, but they weren't reaching. They were too busy trying to make you out to be the underdog, and the whole time they know I was orchestrating things to allow you to be the top dog. But it was my grace and my mercy that brought you through. And in front of all these people, I want everyone to know that even though they may not accept what I'm about to do, they're going to respect it. And I kept saying, what are you about to do? And then I saw the hand again reach out to me. Mind you, this was a dream. I don't even know why I dream half of the things I do. But he reached out and there was money in his hand. And he said, go buy you a suit and show up here first thing Monday morning. You got the job. And I remember just screaming. I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And I saw these people like looking, and he turned to them. He was like, you're dismissed. Mind you, I can hear a voice. That's how I'm telling you it's a man. But it was a bright light. I couldn't see, right? And so I woke up and I was just like, oh my God, thank you, God, thank you, God. I applied it to my life and how things had went for me. So I knew why I was dreaming that. But the thing of, you know, what I'm trying to come on here to say, and I say that to say, there was a lot of hate around you. Like for me to have seen certain people that was there that I knew, like I said, you know, immediately, like when I woke up and there was this sense of joy, right, that came over me because I knew where God had brought me, right? And I knew that it was his grace and I knew it was his mercy that had got me through. And it was like he was telling me in so many words, you know, you only felt unworthy because of how these people threw dirt on your name and were trying to taint you and were trying to destroy you and hurt you and deplete you, you know, and go against you. And I couldn't help but feel right, you know, in the moment where I had this, in the moment where, when I told you I was passing by these people, you know, and when I passed by them, I didn't understand what it was. I didn't know if I was feeling that in a dream or if that was really like what I was feeling, but it was like this hotness like around my neck. And, you know, when I woke up, that was revealed to me that that's how close these people were to me. Like, even though I seen them, for that to be on my neck like that, it's like God was trying to tell me, like, these people were so on your neck, so on you, like any little thing you did, they were like right there behind you, like right there, either watching, trying to do it, or trying to talk about it. And see, the thing is, these people were too busy trying to do this because of the evilness that's surrounded around them. Like I say, it's not to say that people can't change, but in that moment, God knew he had to get you away from these people because the hate was real. And the thing is, I keep trying to tell y'all, I don't know why family keep coming to me, but it's like I've seen certain things and I've seen faces. So I know certain people that I really have to stay away from. But what was confusing me was how they were cloaking that, and how they were, the thing is what God was trying to say, if they have to try to disguise they hate, it's because of how fake they were being. They have to disguise it because they know to be that hateful and vengeful towards you is not becoming of the woman and man that they portray themselves to be to the public. So it's like, again, they looked the part, but they really didn't fit the part because their soul wasn't right. Because they had so much hate, and it was going around talking about you to every corner of the people who didn't know you. On every corner talking. On every corner saying how you weren't fit and how you were unworthy and why you even showed up. But they didn't know God gave you those instructions to show up. And he always had intentions of appointing you into this position, into this place of power. He invited all these other people just so he could do it in front of them for all the talking and the slandering that they were doing. God favored you. You see how that's crazy, that song playing, and I'm talking about the message about how blessed and favored you are. Listen, it didn't matter how they hated you. It didn't matter what they didn't want for you. 'Cause you were blessed and highly favored. Oh, 'cause you are blessed, baby, and highly favored. 'Cause you are blessed. You are better than the rest. Yeah. 'Cause you are blessed and highly favored. It could have been, and it should have been, and it would have been you, but it was God's grace and mercy that brought you through. Y'all ain't ready for it. It could have been, and it would have been, and it should have been you, but it was God's grace and mercy that brought you through. The hate was so real from these people. And this is why God was saying, man, they ain't got to accept it, but they about to respect it because they can't stop it. Stop trying to look for congratulatory moments from these people, or thanks from these people, or recognition from these people. These people ain't gonna never give you your just due because they hate you and they want to be you, and they trying to understand, why is it you? Why her, Lord? Why him, Lord? Why they had to have talent? Why they had to have a gift? Why they had to be the one to break this? Why they had to be the, why they had to, why? But then their soul wasn't right. Too busy looking the part and wasn't actually trying to step into what God needed them to step into so they can actually fit and be right for the part. But the whole time, the person who didn't look the part, the person who didn't even want the part, is the one who got it. Because God knew the things that you had been through. You know what it felt like to go through what he went through. You know what it felt like to be alienated, to be casted away, to be plotted against, for people to disown you when things got tough. I'm speaking to somebody. I'm speaking to somebody. God, Jesus healed lives.